knockouts from El Prat, Spain.
Making a return to the sport, so to speak. He hasn't fought since May of 2010.
It's weird. He's coming off a win. A lot of times, guys gets knocked out. He takes some time to figure out what to do with his life. He's actually come off a second-round knockout win.
Well, maybe he thought he was riding off into the sunset, and now he's back. But nonetheless, he's going to be a real good opponent for Brandon Cook, because what we've seen of Saiz, he doesn't like to hold. He likes to stand there and trade. And if you're going to do that with Brandon Cook, you're going to get a good fight out of it.
You see Raul Saiz coming into the ring. Coming into the ring now is a man who has actually a split decision victory over our latest knockout winner, Francis Lafreniere. Brandon Cook, the undefeated middleweight out of Ajax, Ontario. I know you know a lot about Mr. Cook.
Well, Cook, like Lafreniere, whom he had a terrific fight with, has a reputation for putting on action fights. He had one of the best fights in Canada last year against Chris Aucoin, a back-and-forth bloody war in Mississauga. And it's nice to see a guy like this get a chance on television. The way he fights, you just hope that guys like this can profit off of the kind of punishment they give and take before it's too late.
I haven't seen him fight before, but just watching him enter the ring, he's got the demeanor of a fighter.
He is an all-action pressure fighter, and we don't expect anything else here tonight.
This next bout is scheduled for 6 rounds in the light middleweight division. Introducing the judges for his value shooting for the moment. Richard Riquelme, Pasquale Pogoni, David Marcel, and the referee, Steve Saint-Germain. Introducing the first a blue corner, middleweight at 156.2 pounds. He called it the on the rouge, one black, trimmed with red. His professional record, 8 wins, with 1 draw and 16 rounds as a professional, with 7 wins covered by jury of knockout. From Catalonia, Spain, his champion, Raul, Saiz. His opponent in the red corner, he will win at a solid 158 pounds. Raul is so junior. His professional record, absolutely perfect. They won to no defeat with power winners on from Ajax, Ontario, Brandon the Bad Boy Cook. Saint-Germain.
26-year-old undefeated Brandon Cook taking on the 36-year-old southpaw Raul Saiz of Spain. Mark Amsel with Corey Erdman ringside here at the Hilton Casino Lac Lemay in Gatineau, Quebec, Canada. Third bout of the evening here on Well TV.
Well, if punch resistance was a problem for Saiz before he left the sport, so to speak, what's it going to be like 3 years later? How's he going to react when Cook hits him for the first time?
He's been stopped 4 times.
And the key for Cook tonight, feeling strong at 158 pounds. He melted down to 150 for his last fight against Junmar Iman, a fight that also was almost canceled, but was revived the day of. He said he felt dehydrated, that he hadn't been that light since he was in high school. 8 pounds makes a big difference.
Good left to the body there. Looks like, I think Saiz didn't like that body shot. He kind of took a couple quick steps backwards, and a right from Cook has Saiz on the ropes in the corner now. Straight right from Cook. Saiz tries to fire off the ropes.
When calling one of Cook's earlier fights in his career, Al Bernstein sort of likened Brandon Cook to a Brandon Rios in his approach. Certainly he's not at Brandon Rios' level yet. But he likes to go to the body. He's going to walk you down.
He landed a straight right to the face there.
And as you just said, he throws relatively straight shots.
And for Mian Hussein wasn't textbook. Cook throws a lot more textbook punches, combinations, short punches on the inside, not wide.
He's not a defensive marvel by any means, but what he does offensively, you're right, is fairly technically sound.
Two right hands send Saiz into the corner. Good uppercut. Short and quick shots from Brandon Bad Boy Cook. Good uppercut again. Slapping left and a right drive Saiz back into the corner. Saiz holding on. This bout scheduled for 6 rounds. Cook already making an imprint on Pedro Saiz, Raul Saiz. There's Pedro Saiz fight somewhere. Body shots, left misses from Cook.
Saiz already isn't responding to these body shots particularly well. And there was a good right uppercut.
End of round 1, scheduled for 6.
Take a look at some of the replays here. The work on the inside from Brandon Cook, which is where he's going to be all night long. That short right uppercut. He threw it up top that time, but toward the end of the round, he caught Saiz falling in with a right uppercut to the body as well. That's been the best punch of the night for him.
Close in on round 2. Brandon Cook in the blue, Raul Saiz in the black. Brandon Cook going right back to work on Raul Saiz.
This is the first southpaw that Cook has faced in his career.
So far, so good as he lands a left to the body.
When you fight in a phone booth like Cook does, there's not too many adjustments that you need to make necessarily, especially if you're in there with a guy like Saiz who isn't really deterring you with anything.
Every once in a while,
just allowing you to walk in.
Every once in a while, Saiz will throw something like that, but doesn't seem to have any effect on Cook as he lands body shots with both hands, misses with the uppercut. It's been about 4 minutes, and Saiz already has a look on his face. He's like, is this guy ever gonna stop?
And Cook's made a bit of an adjustment here in this round. He's taking some subtle steps to the side, get some better angles on his shots. In the first round, he was just kind of mauling Saiz backwards in a straight line. Now he's thinking about what he's throwing a little bit more.
Solid right hand. Saiz holds on. See some of the redness around the rib area of Saiz, most certainly from these body shots. So as Cook lands a left to the head.
It's only the second time that Cook has fought outside of his home region, the greater Toronto area.
Little right hook from Saiz, but here comes Cook back, working the body in an uppercut. Left hook from Cook. Uppercut from Cook.
That right uppercut continues to be the best shot for Cook tonight. Saiz is giving it to him.
It's amazing you said that about the uppercut. I seem to think it's the body punches, but that just shows you how diverse of a fighter he is. You think the uppercuts thing, I think he's working well with the body punches.
And one is setting up the other because Saiz is now leaning forward to try to prevent those body shots, and he's eating uppercuts as a result.
Again, uppercut. Saiz trying to fight back. Come the end of round 2. Left from, that was a little low. Scheduled for 6 here in Gatineau.
Take a look at some of the replays here. It's like a human whack-a-mole right now with his head popping up from all those uppercuts. He's finding it difficult to adjust because he can prevent that body shot, as we were just talking about, or he can take that uppercut coming straight up the middle.
Round 3 scheduled for 6. Brandon Cook in the blue. Raul Saiz taking a couple extra seconds on the stool in the black. Cook coming right after Saiz now.
Saiz wasn't wasting, Cook wasn't wasting any time getting off his stool.
Right and the left to the right to the body, left to the head. I think Cook is actually more aggressive to start this round. I think Cook knows that he may be able to. This could be a round to really do some damage. He's kind of softened Saiz up somewhat. And the left to the head. Leans in with a left hook, just a little short from Brandon Cook. Combination to the head, right to the head. Step around left hook from Brandon Cook.
That's something his trainer was calling for. Looking for some angles on the inside. There's that right uppercut to the body again.
Cook ducks under a shot.
But I'm sure Cook and his handlers at Hennessy Sports and Buxton Promotions, they'd like to see him get a stoppage here, because a guy like Cook, all these fights will slowly wear you down. The types of fights that he gets into, if he can end them a little sooner on his way up, climbing the ladder, he might be able to lengthen his career a little bit.
There's definitely some high-impact fights as Cook lands a right to the body. Saiz trying to land a combination to the head. Cook gets in a right to the head. Little left hook from Brandon Cook. He shoulders Saiz off of him. Right to the side of the head, more along the ear. Saiz must be thinking, will this guy ever stop?
The last time out was really the only time we've ever seen Brandon Cook fade as the fight went on. And as we mentioned earlier on, as he lands a big right hand, probably had to do with the fact that he was coming at the lightest weight, not just of his career, but of his adult life.
Left to the body from Cook, uppercut from Saiz. As you alluded to earlier in the show, the fact that he's always right in the chest of his opponent, he's easy to find, and he does take some shots.
Well, Saiz obviously throwing a lot of arm punches, or he might be able to do some damage on Cook, who is there to be hit, as you said.
Left to the body again from Cook. Drives Saiz back to the corner. End of 3 scheduled for 6. Fight over.
That
Fight's
appears
been stopped. Raul Saiz has had enough of the damage done by Brandon Cook.
Well, Saiz's trainer gestured toward his eye. I'm not sure exactly what the reasoning was, but a solid win for Cook, and as we were saying, he gets that stoppage that he and his handlers were looking for. And you can see that Cook, for as long as his career goes on, is going to be a lot of fun to watch.
Very exciting young fighter. You'll be able to get to speak with our winner, Brandon Cook, who's now 9-0 with 5 knockouts. He continues to climb up the prospect ranks. Let's throw up to ring announcer Pierre Bernier. He'll give us all the official particulars of what just went down here. Brandon Cook getting the victory.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes at 3 minutes of the 3rd round. The winner by TKO, the corner, stops the bout, and still undefeated, Brandon, the Bad Boy Cook.
Brandon Cook